Our next inductee is a golfer, Myra Einberg. She started her coaching career in 1974 at Belmont High School and then Huntington Park High School, where she coached girls basketball and gymnastics. Later moved on to Venice High. Hey, there's my dad, Venice High, shout it out. Where she successfully coached a variety of sports, including golf for both boys and girls, being one of the first females to do so. Myra was voted in the 2005 Boys Golf Coach of the Year and has stayed dedicated to enhancing golf programs around the city since her retirement in 2013. Please welcome a great coach, Myra Einberg. There she is. Where's she sitting? Would you like this one?
This one. I think it goes low enough for me. I'm truly honored to be here and receive this award for something that I've loved to do, teach and coach. I wasn't a great golfer like all the other athletes out here. I actually ended up coaching golf because I was finishing my volleyball coaching career and I was trying to keep my schedule. And I thought, oh, what can I do? And golf was next, and I said, I'll start a golf team. And that's how I started coaching golf, really, at Venice High School. I just want to start out by saying that I love sports, and I love what it has to offer to people, and most of all, what it's done for me. My first experience with sports or with any team that you could join was really at Girl Scout camp, and I was fortunate enough to have an Olympic volleyball player as my counselor, and I wanted to play in the volleyball tournament. So I practiced, and then I got that dreaded, we were about to start, pick the team, and she said, you're too little. You're going to sit on the bench this one. And I was heartbroken. And so at that point, I think that's what made me who I am. Am I going to sit on the bench and just accept that I'm too short to do anything? Or am I going to practice and teach myself everything that I could possibly learn about volleyball so the next time I went to camp, I'd be able to play? And sure enough, I stood up and I said, I'm going to play. And this counselor was my same counselor, and she ended up picking me as her doubles partner. And so from that point on, I knew what I had to do. I wanted to teach and I wanted to coach and give that part of me that was so important to me to the kids that were on my team. I fought for things that were important. At that time when I first started teaching, girls didn't get to play sports. We didn't have anything. Title IX wasn't around to make sure that we had equal time in the gym or any facilities, officials. I had officials when I first started saying, you know what? I have an evening game that I have to go to, so now we're going to play running time for you guys for the team. So I can get out of here and go to a recreational league. And so that had to stop. And so I fought for girls and women's sports. And I guess that in high school, my teacher, and who was my coach, taught me a lot of things. And I used to stand up for things that I thought were unfair. And she'd always say, you know what, bite your tongue before you say anything. And so I'd bite my tongue and then just go on and say what I wanted to say. And I don't think I stopped until I retired in 2011, actually. I always made sure that girls and women got what they deserved in sports. Minor sports like golf got what we deserved, and I fought for everything that we needed. Thank you. I think my love for sports was so exciting. I got to work at 2 Olympic Games, but I have to say that sitting on the bench with my teams were as exciting for me as watching the Olympic sports. Seeing when some kid went in, I've had letters that came back that said, still they call me coach, and it was like, Coach, thanks for making me be middle blocker. She was 5'2", and we were winning, so I said, go in and you're going to be middle blocker. And it helped her learn what she could do and how you could step up and be tall. And now that I've retired, I'm really fortunate that I work for an organization that gives back to, I'm going to say LA City section schools I work for Friends of Golf, and they raise money and give it to all the golf teams that are with LA City Schools, Southern Section, San Diego Section, UCLA, but about 20 colleges throughout the country. So that's what I'm doing now, is I work for Friends of Golf as, I guess, their everything person. So thank you very much. And I just like to thank my partner, Barb Hornak, who has been through everything with me, making everything fun for the kids on my team, helping me with any harebrained scheme that we came up with. So thank you very much, and thank you to the organization. Initially, I was a swimmer at the Westside Jewish Community Center, and we swam and swam and swam. And my introduction to team sports was at Girl Scout camp, and I had a counselor who said I was too little to play, too short. And so I was like, at that point, I think I was determined to play. And so I taught myself everything that I could teach. The next year, she let me play, and I think that determined and made me who I was, like determination, and that I could do almost anything I wanted to do. You know, my parents really supported me in doing what I wanted to do, and I wanted to be able to pass that along to the kids who played sports for me.